My brother said, "You don't deserve any inheritance," until the lawyer read the part where I got the house. I was 22 when our grandfather died. He'd raised me after my parents' accident, but my brother Dalton had always been the favorite, or so everyone thought. Dalton got the good grades, the football scholarship, the corner office at Dad's old firm. I got community college and a job managing a coffee shop. At the reading of the will, Dalton showed up in a custom suit, already mentally redecorating Grandpa's Victorian mansion. I wore my work uniform because I had a shift right after. The lawyer, an elderly man named Mr. Pemberton, cleared his throat and began reading. To my grandson Dalton, I leave my investment portfolio, currently valued at $340,000. Dalton smirked at me across the mahogany table. Our Aunt Beatrice smiled approvingly. My Uncle Raymond nodded like this was exactly how things should be. And to my granddaughter, Mr. Pemberton continued, adjusting his glasses, I leave the house at 1847 Maple Grove, along with all its contents. The room went silent. That's a mistake, Dalton said immediately. She barely visited. I was there every Sunday. Mr. Pemberton's expression didn't change. Your grandfather was very specific. He rewrote this section 3 times to ensure clarity. This is ridiculous, Aunt Beatrice cut in. The house is worth at least $500,000. The investments should be split evenly. I sat frozen, remembering all those Sundays Dalton mentioned, the ones where he'd show up for an hour, check his phone constantly, then leave claiming work emergencies. Meanwhile, I'd spent Tuesday and Thursday evenings there after my shifts, helping Grandpa organize his books, listening to his stories, learning to make his terrible coffee exactly how he liked it. There's more, Mr. Pemberton said, pulling out a letter. Your grandfather left instructions that this be read aloud. He began, Dalton, you visited out of obligation. You never asked about my day, my health, or my life. You calculated your inheritance every time you walked through my door. But my granddaughter, she came because she wanted to. She listened. She cared. The house goes to the one who made it feel like home. Dalton's face turned red. This is garbage. She manipulated him, probably put ideas in his head when he was senile. Your grandfather, Mr. Pemberton said coldly, had complete mental capacity. I witnessed these revisions personally over 6 months. I'm contesting this, Dalton announced, standing abruptly. You're welcome to try. Mr. Pemberton slid a thick folder across the table. But your grandfather anticipated that. He documented everything, including recordings of your visits where you explicitly discussed selling the house the moment he died. The color drained from Dalton's face. I finally found my voice. You recorded him? He recorded himself, Mr. Pemberton corrected. He wanted to ensure his wishes were honored. That's when Aunt Beatrice turned on me. If you had any decency, you'd split this properly. If Dalton had any decency, I replied quietly, he would have spent time with Grandpa because he loved him, not because he wanted something. I left that office and drove straight to the house. My house. As I unlocked the door, I noticed an envelope taped to the inside frame, my name written in Grandpa's shaky handwriting. Inside was a key and a note. Check the study, 3rd bookshelf, behind the law books. My hands trembled as I found the spot. Behind a row of dusty legal texts was a small door I'd never noticed. Inside was a wall safe. The key fit perfectly. When I opened it, my breath caught. Stacks of cash, jewelry, and dozens of leather journals. But it was the top journal that made my heart stop. The first page read, Evidence of Dalton's fraud. Begin here. I couldn't fit what happens next in this short video. Watch the rest down.